Disclaimer. Please be aware that this episode is quite experimental, as we have 8 members on the podcast. In addition, we have some audio issues throughout the episode. Please excuse any mistakes. Thank you.
Hello! Hey, how's it going, everyone? We have a special going on since we have a bunch of guests as this episode, and a returning member. I'd like to introduce our returning member first.
I'm Finn. Hello,
Finn.
You remember me from
the first one
episode? He was in the original, and he was the grave in the thumbnail of the second episode.
Did not come back for the second one, or the third, or the fourth one.
I mean, we technically have 2 returning members because we've got Sophia here as well, which was making the shit noises at the very end of the.
Hi guys, I shat on the mic last time.
Yeah, she was the person who didn't
The
want us to
intern.
refer to us by name.
Quote unquote intern.
Yeah, she's gonna be very loud and annoying.
We've got the original cast. We've got the Will. We got the Nathan. We've got the Gravy.
Yeah, been here for the whole time.
And then we have 3 other people. Let's start from left to right. Obviously, you already see, but let's start on the left.
Hi guys, my name is.
No, you can say you don't have to
My
censor
name
your
is-
name.
Okay, hi guys, I'm Clit, and
That's okay.
We've got Mecklet, we've got Madison, and we've got Charlotte. Yo. All right,
I'm Madison.
I'm Charlotte.
Let's get out of this intro before we crash and burn.
Yeah, our viewer retention.
Yeah.
We got like way more views on the last one than we did.
We got-
that was so many.
That was just me making.
As most recently, we have 84 viewers, which is
Really?
insane.
Huh.
Like, it's gone from 20 to 35, I
I
think,
mean,
with
it's
the
because you
last one.
promoted it on your Instagram story. That's like not people, and that's why it's only like 2 minutes of retention because it's just people like coming in and be like, "Oh yeah, Will's got one of these."
I mean, and Mickey watches it the whole way through.
Exactly.
And Nathan
Nathan
watches it 30 times. Nathan's view-botting factory is overheating
Nathan is
with the
the
amount of
ADD
out of.
factory.
He just leaves it on in the background and refreshes it. Exactly.
It's a constant noise in his house. He's like,
No, I actually make new accounts, YouTube accounts with fake Gmails just to watch them.
You should all do that, by the way.
yeah, everyone
Make
needs to do
more
that
easy.
every single time. You
All
need
right.
5 at least, so you don't count as a fan.
Let's move on to something topical.
This is the first podcast of this year, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Woo!
Happy
Oh,
New
yeah,
Year.
yeah.
And I'm,
Literally too long.
and I'm not editing it this time.
It's me
Yeah.
who's editing it, right? Yeah, I finally get to edit, and it actually gets edited like first and really fast instead of
Yeah, we'll see,
sitting on
Nathan. We'll
Will's
see.
hard drive for 10 months.
Everyone makes fun of me until they're the one who's taken 6 months to edit it. See, Gracie's really quiet now because she's already done it. We'll
I was
see,
like, I
Nathan.
can't comment on this because I've already done this.
Yeah, it gets a little quieter each time.
Right.
But to be fair, I had the video portion of the podcast, so it was really.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
it was when Sam was on, and he kept hitting the table and saying,
I mean, well, probably because this one's going to get edited before we put out that episode. Do we want to talk about how we want to do that?
What? Put out the third episode?
Well, we had an idea, right? We had an episode that we never actually published in the end, episode 3. You'll notice it if you're one of the more observant viewers, such as myself.
Yes.
Episode 3 never got made. It's sitting in unpublished. We're thinking
No, it
of
was
like...
episode 4, and then the one that you made was the replacement.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was 3
Oh,
is
yeah.
what I did, and then we didn't do 4 because that was the one with only us 3.
One of them did get cut.
Yeah.
But we're thinking of re-releasing it in way cut down. We're going to cut down the episode just to the
I
funny
have
bits
to check
because it
if
was
I
way
even
too
have it
long.
anymore because I think I deleted it because it was.
I think I have the audio file.
Gracie.
Yeah.
And-
But you could do that too. I didn't think I did it.
It's still online. We can still
Right,
download
you
it.
still have it?
I still have it.
You still have it. Okay,
There
well,
we
so
go.
whatever then. You can still do that.
It's pretty real.
Send it.
I don't think we can do the Mandela catalog idea because that's so much work.
You guys talk about the Mandela catalog?
Do you? I feel like you need to explain this now.
I don't know much about it because it was just like a very short explanation.
The
from you guys.
Scrimglow file.
Yeah, it's just like the video gets turned into something akin to that, and that was all I learned about it.
I mean, I think the idea was to turn it into some kind of a compilation channel
Compilation.
where we just have the funny
We're doing
bits.
highlights. We have like 5 episodes.
Highlight reel.
Highlight reel. Episode 1 on
best
Every time we've said the
clips.
word and that's the only type of thing that you can highlight because we don't have enough running bits.
I mean, we have the orange one. You'll all see. You'll all see in the
Yeah,
released
Jeremy's
3rd
orange.
Jeremy's
Jeremy Orange.
Yeah, right.
Jeremy.
Nathan, is there anything particularly topical you wanted to discuss? You always have some pretty good topics, and we did tell you to prepare them.
Why are you doing selfie videos?
Sorry. My
Well,
plan.
I thought,
This is bad.
interesting, and since we have so many guests, we might as well utilize some of them and get them to tell their own
That's
stories. or
pretty
something.
weird, Nathan.
What do you? It's not weird.
We just get guests on, they don't do shit.
They have the guests and they just sit there, do nothing. All right, and if
That's
I'm
just an
opening the
audience.
floor.
That's like an audience.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the studio audience. We got the laugh track in the background over there.
Laugh now. I want to get one of those signs. I don't know.
Aww.
Yeah, can we?
I can
With
do
the
it. I can do it. I
Hand
can put it on my
signal.
phone. On TikTok.
the non-existent podcast budget, we could get a big flashing sign for Mickey and
I
Sophie.
I can
was
do the laugh track.
No. We just need like a flashing light that says "laugh now"
Laugh
for those
now. I
two.
just
But
think
like,
those
how about
two,
like
yeah.
the knees, and we just go like, aww. Yay!
I mean, I know we did like introduce everyone, but like, I feel like we need to. Does anyone want to talk a bit about like? Does anyone have any topics they want to talk about?
Like specifically.
Any
I
big
think
ones?
Charlotte was talking about that Bateman guy.
Oh, that's right.
So watching something?
Not
Charlotte was
today.
watching American Psycho.
Yeah, I walk into the house today and everyone's like head down, you know. Oh, Will, you didn't bring your math stuff? That's so weird, dude. Suck my dick, Will. And then I come back from my soda run. Charlotte and Madison are watching American Psycho. Sophia's doing God knows what, and Mickey's like bouncing around the room.
Yeah, and like
I'm
clapping.
biting people.
Talking about shitting in the cookies.
Yeah, talking about shitting at the cookies. Oh yeah, we have to do another speedrun episode because Mickey wants to eat the cookies.
Is it in the oven?
No,
No, it's in the fridge.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
ate
Gotta
some set
set
of the
in the
chocolate chips.
We did make some cookies, and yes, Will Noonan assisted with the cookies
He
today.
did. Well, this time he didn't horribly mess up.
Like the garlic bread.
He
Excuse
did
me.
He did mixing. All right. He actually did mixing. Or he did have trouble.
Oh, yes.
Opening the.
That's a live skill
He
there,
did
Nathan.
have trouble opening the chocolate chip package though. It's
But
very
I
interesting.
precisely counted the amount of chocolate chip per weight ratio that I should add to the cookies.
So how many were there?
In my opinion, you are.
20.
At least
There
20.
were.
23.
Good
23.
23.
It was more
Okay.
than 23.
It's a little more than
Go on.
23.
It was more than
Count it, Gracie.
It was like
Stop. Macklin,
Oh my god.
you okay? Mickey's showing Instagram reels mid podcast.
No distractions on the
On the podcast, he said it again.
Yeah, the podcast. I love the
The
podcast.
podcast is our unofficial title that was mentioned in like episode 2 in Gracie's room. Someone said, personally, I like that
I
as a
think
title.
there's already a shit ton of
Podcast.
podcasts that are called that.
How do you think? How many podcasts do you reckon
We
called
don't
the
even do
unnamed
any, like,
podcast?
A lot of
Yeah,
them.
a lot of
that
them.
Like,
weren't named yet.
I
You know,
think
like, it's
the
not-
Codpast would be a
Yeah, but
cracking title.
None of us do
Podcast.
any fishing or fish-related things.
I'm a big fishman.
No, you're
Okay,
not.
what is about the fish?
I'm
then?
a
What
bass
is it?
fish.
Oh well, I did marine biology for 2 years, Gracie.
So tell me about the fish.
Well, there's one.
What?
Where they,
The ones that suck your toes.
they have tails.
What?
Oh yeah.
Suck your toes.
The toe
Yeah.
sucking
Suck your
fish.
tail.
Like the fish that clean in your
Yeah.
feet, eat
Yeah.
eat the dead skin off it. Like
Yeah.
koi fish is when you
It
put.
wasn't victorious
What?
where they
Yeah,
like,
it's
got
not-
diseases from that.
Oh,
They're-
she's crying earlier.
It
They're
really
called
isn't
cod.
like a
She's
yeah.
crying.
I know there's koi fish that do that. Like
Yes.
in big koi ponds, when you can put your feet in, and they like the fish will eat your like the bottom of your feet to eat the
They'll
dead
eat
skin.
your
Oh
feet.
my god! Oh yeah!
Yeah.
I remember
True.
I know in Singapore
My mum
when I
used
was
to
a
do that.
kid, I went there and there was
Thanks,
like a
Sophia.
place where they had those fish, and it was like one part you could like go catch them, and the other part it was like a fish like foot eating station.
Would you really want to? Wait, what would you catch the fish for?
It felt like fun because then like kids could run around while their parents were getting their like feet eaten or whatever, and so they could be like catching the fish and be like, "Oh, there's a fishy!"
Do they eat them afterward?
No,
like,
catching
fun.
fish is like as a
Yeah.
small. You know, that's why they offer them at like festivals and carnivals. Like
Yeah.
bag goldfish. Even though it's probably highly unethical to like
Oh, it's
basically
so
give them a
unethical,
bag
but,
of, and then
but
they
it
instantly
is
like
a
die.
thing. That is a very
That is a
common
thing.
thing.
Put the fish in the bag.
If like
American
the transaction
Psycho.
happened right then when the bag just lets go of the guy selling it and it just dies.
It's like
so
they
much.
drop the bag and
Yeah.
it's just instant,
And
and they
like-
just both stare at the
No, you're
fish
just gonna
like
stop, and
flopping
that's
on the
so
floor.
funny.
Well, you could pick them up and chuck them back in.
Oh yeah, just pick it up.
Give
I'm
it the
sure
kiss
it's
of life. Little suckle on the lips there.
Sneeze
But like,
warning.
don't actually
Bless
give it a
this
breath.
to you.
Bless you,
Christ,
Will,
she's
for
okay.
sneezing.
I have the worst cold because I was building Lego for the first time in like 10 years yesterday, and I opened up the big Lego boxes that everyone has under their bed, and there was so much dust.
Oh yeah.
It was actually unbelievable. I left it open as well, and I feel like that's why I woke up.
Oh, that's
I
bad.
thought you got the call from Gravy.
He's doing it
There are
again.
tissues up there.
The Gravy House flu.
Just
You
go
want
get the
tissues?
tissues.
No, mitigated. Situation mitigated.
You're gonna sneeze directly into the magnet.
Someone else was
That's messed up.
building Lego yesterday. This guy
was
over
me.
here, Nathan, was
I was-
building Lego.
I was building a couple Lego dinosaur creations. They were
Oh,
pretty
real?
cool.
Yeah.
It was like
Instructions suck though.
the instructions were really goddamn difficult to follow because how the instructions were made is that they didn't gray out the previous bricks it's making it harder to tell because they're all the same color. It was harder to tell the height differential of where you're actually placing the brick. It was very difficult.
Was it like official Lego?
No.
Oh, okay. So what? You just like get a set and they put the Lego in the bag and they give you the instructions.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
It's like the shit that you find in gas stations in like, or like in like, was it markets and shit where it's all fake?
I really want to jump into those like nanoblock things with the really small Lego, and you can make like nanoblock.
Oh, you need like a.
I've
Those
tried
are really
building
cute.
a couple nanoblocks, but they're a pain in the ass to build. They're sort of like tiny, and I swear, either that I'm just incapable of following small instructions, but some of the instructions are like I just straight up didn't understand what they wanted me to do. I built a piano, a grand piano, as like a small one. It was very difficult, and it's also really easy just to break by accident.
Is this nanoblocks?
Yeah, nanoblocks.
Nanoblocks. Yeah.
I have like at least 6 of those really, really, really big ass like Lego Friends sets somewhere.
Oh,
in the
Lego
garage.
Friends.
I
Ooh.
used to love them. I used to swap their hairs all the time because they were like.
I don't know.
No, I used to just
Any mention of Lego, I just imagine. I remember this YouTuber who's called Slugger. He's actually crazy the amount of editing and like work he puts into his videos for like some really hyper niched Lego brick.
Does he have more? Does he have more subs than us?
He does.
Oh,
How many more? How many more?
Like a couple thousand more. Like the videos he creates are actually. He does stop motion for like a 5-second thing, and just doesn't acknowledge it. And, like the amount of work he does.
I know this guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he actually get a big podcast award?
What?
Big M.
No.
Big
what-
M podcast.
No
you
one
mean
gets
Big
the right.
Mouse
You
award?
okay? What?
Oh
Okay.
my
Speaking of, time for a message from our corporate sponsors, Big Mouse Chocolate Milk.
Big
Mouse.
Mouse.
Big
Mountain.
And Mouse Energy.
Today, the Unnamed podcast, aka the Codcast, has been sponsored by Big Mouse Chocolate Milk. Shout out to you guys.
Big mountain.
It's mouse in time.
It's mouse in
actually-
time.
as they say.
Please stop mousing around, Nathan.
No, what passed recently was Earth Day. How was Earth Day for everyone?
That's
I don't
still.
know about it actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like seeing a bunch of baby kids is like surreal to me because they're all like so disrespectful.
And they're
Born
all
in
shitty
2010.
people.
They're all born in 2010.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were like 2010 kids. Just,
Literally.
like,
I was
there.
5 years old.
We had like a school athletics day where all the year levels come together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
like, yeah.
Every year, it's sort of like a metric of how the new kids are. And I
Yeah,
feel
all
like
yeah,
when we first arrived at senior campus, everyone was really chill, but I feel like the year 10s have like brought their shit with them, and it's right back to the faction war we left at the junior campus.
it's like
We made it great. Like, I feel like we were the last generation to actually.
You specifically?
Yeah, me.
Mm.
No,
Single-handed.
I was the best.
I don't know. I feel like they're just getting more disrespectful and like more bigoted. They're like
Yeah.
ratchet. They're actually so bad.
They
like,
are.
They
Yeah,
literally
no,
are.
the they bring their shit to. Like, I think Pasco's like the campus where like you learn to be a real like adult. Like, just
Real
just
man.
kind of be like.
Real mouse. Actually.
A real
kind of be
mouse.
like less bigoted and more just human, and then like do this baby where they set shit on fire, and then, like in the bathroom there's like 10 different
That's-
condoms.
Yeah,
You did that?
we were like similar. Obviously, some of us didn't do that.
No
No,
one
like, you
else.
were too busy doing the big Yoshi
Yeah.
thing.
No,
Yeah,
Big
everyone's-
Yoshi.
yeah. I'll explain the big
tell
Yoshi
the story.
bit.
No, tell it
Big
now.
Yoshi. Explain big Yoshi bit now. All right. Okay. So, what this is year 10.
Nathan's
then.
origin story.
Year 9.
Yoshi.
I thought it was a pretty funny idea to go around telling people about the big Yoshi from. I forget. It's a. What's he from in particular? What's the game? I know.
Super Mario.
Obviously he's from Super Mario, but I don't know what this sprite specifically is from. But that's beside the point. Basically, I was inspired by this YouTuber named Anthpo.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
He's
that
a,
guy.
he
yeah,
blew
I-
up over quarantine, yeah.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool creator.
that
It's like
guy.
Literally?
I like that guy's type of content. He's inspired me. I'm going to do it at the school. So I basically, let's try this bit at the school. And basically, I did the big Yoshi bit to people, and they were very confused. It was
Let's go to all the girls' cabin windows and put Big Yoshi on the window.
Yes. Okay. So
You
this
would
happened.
slip them into like the girls' bathrooms.
What? No. I would. No, I didn't.
Nathan.
Yeah, there was multiple
No, I
big
didn't.
Yoshis in there.
I did not slip into the girls' bathroom
It's
and do
all
that.
coming
I did
You
undone.
not.
slip in. You slip the things.
I didn't.
Like,
that wasn't me.
That was
What?
you?
No.
I didn't go into the girl. I didn't slip anything under the girl.
Then why was there like tens of big Yoshis in there?
I don't know. I've given photos.
Nathan, you've
of,
got some explaining to do.
I've given
Nathan.
I've given pictures of Big Yoshi to people, right? I don't know what they did with them. Obviously, I assume they actually took them and bring them to their own group. But I've never.
Into, like, the girl's
I
bathroom
never.
to just stick
No.
them up.
No.
He's a menace.
I would never like go into any bathroom and like do that. Basically, that's like too far for me.
That is exactly something I would imagine you doing.
Yeah, you're like wearing a wig and like
what does a wig have to do with this?
you
Wig
don't
and
even
dress.
need to put a wig on or dress or anything. You just I just assumed you just went in, stuck it up, and
Oh,
went
I
out.
remember maybe like the boys used to push each other into the girls' toilets and everything.
He's 6 years old.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
like in
crazy.
year 9.
Stop.
Yeah, I like that. I like that one.
Put
The
your
original
mouth
post of
over
that
your
one. It was like someone being like
Explain.
We're talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
a picture
Explain.
of
the Eureka image,
Eureka.
urethra image, where it's the guy and he's like
Eureka?
and it's like the finger and he's like thinking about it.
You can put it on screen now if you want.
Yeah, you gotta
I'm-
save it.
Nathan has to put that on screen. Nathan has to look up the
This is going to
urethra
be
image.
such a chaotic episode to edit because there's like several different voices going on.
Yeah.
So the original post, it was like some Japanese guy being like, "What's popular right now?" And it was someone posted the image of the Eureka or whatever, and then he responded with that.
Eureka.
I'll
Oh,
find
yeah,
it.
no
I'll find
way.
the original because I got it
Send it
saved
to the
somewhere. No,
I saw it.
I may have sent it to the chat. I think I probably did.
Because I definitely saw it.
Multiple times.
The
That's
emoji
good.
one?
Many times.
No, like the one with the coffee cup.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
probably did.
Because I think I did, but I have no clue.
Sorry, there's just a bunch of shitty reels on here.
Nathan,
Right.
you.
All from my
Right.
part.
Yes.
At what point do we cultivate a fan base to the point where it becomes justified to make a Discord server? I've been wanting to make a
Just
Discord
invite them
server,
to our,
100 plus
friend.
100.
Yeah.
but I want to make one anyway.
That's just our friend.
That's just
Discord
with the
server.
friend group.
That would be funny.
It's gonna be terrible moderating.
Yeah.
I just banned Nathan for absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
That's
make,
alright.
make a Discord once you have 100 subscribers.
I like.
That's the goal.
I was gonna make this. I was gonna make the meme this morning, but everyone, like, if you go back a year, it's like, no, Will can't be moderator. He's power hungry and he's evil. And then casually, I'm the moderator of a server, and it's not shit.
You are still power hungry.
And evil.
You became our school.
Can we
It's
cut?
just
Can we?
those two aren't related.
cut that out of
Being power hungry and evil doesn't relate
Yeah,
to
no.
me being a Discord moderator.
Let's cut out the negative
He's
comments.
not power hungry, but he's evil. He is an evil man.
I'm just
That
regular
makes him
hungry.
power hungry.
He's also the king
What?
of the school as well.
Oh, real?
He does.
He's
yeah,
not power
king
hungry.
of the school.
Are you
You
hungry?
can just tell he got the fuck word cut
I'm
and
quite hungry.
everything.
I do not have the fuck word cut. My hair's too long for that. now.
Madison has the fucking car.
Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah, we're also here with the co-king of the school, Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte.
Co-king.
Hello.
Do you have any profound revelations to make?
I really don't have any profound relations to make. Honestly, I don't know like what.
How did this conversation become ass today? That's crazy.
I know.
It tends to
That's
do that.
great.
That's,
Yeah.
how
how
conversation
podcasts
works.
work.
We
Yeah,
flow
yeah.
one to another. We had like a short break before
Yeah.
of like scroll through Instagram and talk about stuff that doesn't really relate to the podcast at all. I'm not targeting anyone, but just saying. And
I mean, I have a feeling we're gonna have to cut this episode down a bit, but I think it's definitely us exploring like.
you mean I have to cut this episode down a bit? Well,
But I mean, yeah, it's we're just exploring the new format because we're not used to having so many people on.
Yeah.
And no Sam. Oh yeah, we also need to acknowledge Sam. Ooh, what the fuck?
Sorry, it's a big spider.
Where?
sorry, everyone's
God.
afraid of spiders according to this, and they're all moving.
Alright.
Oh my god, guys, it's not worth it.
Everyone on the other side of the couch is scared of spiders.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take this brief moment to solve the spider problem.
So
It's so big. I don't know.
This-
Let's cut this
oh
part
my
out.
god,
Just cut
I
this part
hate.
out.
I'm gonna edit this. No.
It's not as bad as riding around and finding crickets everywhere. That was scary.
Riding round in a row.
Oh,
What?
shut up, Nathan. Yeah, we do have at the local station near our professional recording studio that we're currently in. We have a bit of a cricket apocalypse down at the local station. I don't know what it is about that specific brand of concrete, but there are so many crickets, and I swear to God, it's like what is it with insects this year?
I have an actual reason why there are crickets everywhere.
The local cricket expert, Finn Mead.
So I too have been dealing with crickets everywhere in my life.
Can you do this as like an origin story? You know, I too have been dealing with crickets for a very long time.
Well, yes, I've been dealing with crickets for many months. I always see them at my place of employment. The local McDonald's down the road. They are everywhere. In the toilet. On the floor.
Are they going to the bathroom?
Yes.
They're allowed to do that.
No, they're not.
They have
No!
their own tiny little
Potty
ones in
train.
the- I found some in my shoe. That never happens.
Some jumped on my friend when he was in the bathroom. All
Stop,
three of them jumped on him at once.
They jumped
Damn,
in.
they jumped
jumped
into the
in.
money?
Yeah,
under
they jumped him
attack.
for his shoes and his McDonald's employment. They can't do that.
What? So wait, did McDonald's hire 3 crickets in a trench coat now?
I mean, they don't have to pay them very much. It's like little
Yeah, they'd be an
seeds
inch
and,
tall
like-
all up.
But the reason we've had so many crickets as of recent is that we have had some really interesting weather with I think the reason specifically is whether that goes like with rain and then something else, and then the crickets then get the feeling that they need a mate because winter's coming. So then they all come into the area to look for female cricket or find a mate
Sophia.
cricket, and then they sex the cricket, and then their species continues. But they just have been running around all of where we live currently, and
All of
The crickets are trying to fuck us.
I keep thinking crickets are cockroaches when I see them because I'm not
they
used to
walk
seeing
exactly
them.
like them.
No, I'm not used to seeing them. I'm only used to them going.
I hate crickets.
It reminds me of like, you know, in New York where they've got those like fat,
There you go.
huge like human-sized rats.
Don't
Oh,
you mean
and
big
the Rat
mice?
King.
The big
the
mice.
big
The big
man.
man.
They've taken over New York City. That would be the plot for a
Yeah.
Spider-Man movie.
That really would.
It's too
But-
late, Spider-Man.
Like a-
it's me, the big mouse.
Like a vintage Spider-Man where it's like,
Big M.
Big Mouse has taken over New York City. Spider-Man can stand in their way.
Oh, you can say Big Mouse is going to the big house when he gets like trapped in the.
Big Mouse is going to the big bank.
Mouse.
Spider-Man's got to stop it. He's going to steal the economy.
Mm.
Nathan, you're qualified to comment.
Well, I think in the big bank they house the big cheese. Evidently.
Oh.
And that's,
What is big
you know, the
cheese?
big cheese is the big job for the big mouse. You know.
So you're telling me that the big bank has a really big slice of cheese.
Yeah, you know. Actually, speaking of cheese,
That's money for rats. I mean, big mice.
They
what?
prefer mice method.
Sorry, I am so sorry, you
What are you
guys.
joking? All right,
Are you okay?
I was
She's-
talking about.
She's a
A
biologist.
bunch
She's
of
a
people are fighting, it's like playing footsies and shaking the table.
They're ruining the cast.
Oh my
Nathan,
God. I turned to my
I'm really
right
interested
and
in
it
this in terms of the angle
She's
that
under
of the
attack.
effect it'll have on the economy. Like, we understand that the
Gracie,
big cheese is the
attach.
gold standard for the local Big Mouse economy, right? It sets the precedent for all the prices in the area.
Right.
How will the big cheese going missing, by of course Big Mouse, how will that affect the local mouse economy in New York City?
Well, the big cheese has been finally aged. It's a Parmigiano Reggiano. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's the name of the cheese. They're quite expensive, and it's quite hard to make. Only the finest cheese dealers and makers can make them.
Big cow. I
Personally,
believe.
I like to call them cheese smiths.
Cheese.
You know,
Right.
just like blacksmiths. You know.
Nathan, you.
Oh my
What?
God, stop right here.
That's a pretty good analogy.
You know, these cheesemiths like take hours and years. Sorry, no.
They take hours, even years to make.
Sorry. The finest ones and artisanal ones take like years to make by master hand.
Hours
And,
to make.
also, you know, the cow industry, the big cow themselves, obviously, you
Big
have
cow,
to
big cows.
give a lot of milk to make the big cheese, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in terms of labor, it's a quite a higher cost because, you know, there's a lot of work that takes in, and the product that it produces is quite good since it's expensive.
Can I have some?
No. The whole point is that it's being stolen by the big mouse. You know, it's already gone.
So what can we do to stop it?
Hate
Not
crime.
eat it.
I don't think we can.
What if we don't eat it?
We can't eat cheese, guys.
I can.
We actually naturally am not allowed to.
Gravy, stop.
Are not allowed to.
We're watching a cheesy-eyed version of Patrick Bateman
Also
and
in the chat.
Doing
Looks
the
cute.
dance in his
I'd like to-
It looks cute.
I'd like to salute Nathan Yu in future, who's probably listening to this right now and editing the episode and
We are
crying
very
in
sorry.
tears.
Oh yeah.
Hi,
It's all on chat.
We
Love
salute the
you.
editors.
editor. Okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Nathan, future Nathan, I'm sure you'll have everything done and be fine and definitely know what you're doing.
I know you got sacks and shit right now, so like, sorry, go to the archives for a bit.
I mean, our viewership is increasing exponentially, Nathan. So if you edit if this one does not increase exponentially, that is completely on you for doing that. Like,
You're getting
That's messed
fired
up,
from
man.
the cast.
you know, if when me and Gracie edit it, it gets some views, but Nathan does it.
It's a bit of a stinker episode.
I swear to God, if there's one more fucking Instagram reel that is shared over the table, I'm gonna flip
I'm
out.
just Patrick Bateman.
You'll all be fired. for the episode.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
probably over
Well,
there.
the thing is, I wanted to talk about what we all wore for Earth Day.
Why?
We didn't get to finish that conversation because it's fun.
We don't talk about like school related stuff
Oh.
because all our viewers were probably there.
Yeah.
Alright.
Then I don't know what to talk about.
Well, what about the upcoming Culture Day and how?
That's still
That's
school
still
related.
related somehow.
Yeah, but it hasn't happened yet.
It's also not called. It's Harmony Week.
Day.
You keep
Sorry.
on calling it
Nathan,
Yeah.
what day is Culture Day this
Why
week?
didn't you tell me then? You just allowed me to say that.
Because I didn't see an issue with that much.
It's Harmony Week. I don't know, you keep on giving it the wrong name by accident, and it's like, all right, I guess we're not gonna correct you on it, and you're like dead set on this idea that it's Culture Day. Remove the week. You know, no, the rest of the days don't matter.
What
Only
if I
one
stay
day.
home
One
for
day's
Culture
enough.
Day?
One day's enough.
Okay. Well,
So okay, what you said you wanted to discuss about it. So like, what do you want to discuss? Like actually.
Well, the way, like, how no one in our school, well, mostly not a lot of people in our school dress up for it, but also the people that do are kind of, like, seen as, like, not outcasts, how would you say? No, people would literally just stare at them and stuff and be like, go ahead, like,
I
so
know.
exotic. Like, yeah, no, I remember a baby, like, the first time I had
I think
my,
that's just you, dude.
oh, whoa.
Michael, what are you going to be wearing?
Free dress.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
This is
I'm
Unnamed
kidding. I'm
Podcast,
actually
ladies
not
and gentlemen.
actually-
Welcome to the Unnamed Podcast. This is Meklet speaking. You know, I think it's really great that we dress up. I'm not going to be dressing up, but I think we really need to tackle some of these issues within the
Charlotte, are you
school.
dressing up?
I hope to get some Filipino traditional wear because barely anyone knows I'm Filipino. Everyone
don't
thinks
wear
I'm like
heels.
whitewashed. Sorry,
Heels?
heels. Maybe not.
I'm not wearing heels myself.
No, I'll probably try and wear like shoes.
Because no,
I'll be dressing up as a
can't-
secret spy
can't
this
wear
year for my
sneakers
Harmony
and
Day.
dress.
oh, you
Like
know what? I'll be
Messi.
dressing up as
Do it as an Uber Eats
Big
tonight.
Mouse.
Oh!
Yeah,
We'd like to thank our corporate sponsor, Big Mouse Energy. Thank
I'll
you.
be going to school and giving everyone a slice of cheese.
Do you?
But they will
Oh,
run
and
out
then
of
when you give them the slice of cheese, you say it's on the mouse.
Oh!
Who the fuck is Big Mouth?
Yeah, please explain the big mouse.
That was a
concept.
creepy
There
one,
is
Nathan.
nothing. It's just
That's it. It's just Big Mouse. No, the joke is that it's Big Mouse, and that's it. That's it. There's no.
That's the
There's
whole
no.
thing.
That's
No,
There is
Harley.
literally nothing else.
I like to imagine Big Mouse as like the Monopoly man, just one fat mouse.
I
with
can
a
imagine
suit.
No,
it's
it
huge,
reminds
like, fat
me-
mouse as well.
And he's just has a lot of money.
Yeah.
The mouse from Zootopia, where like the little
Which
rat
one?
the little
That's a
That
rabbit, girl.
oh,
You fucking
Girl, that's
idiot.
a rabbit.
Do they have like hamsters?
Stop hitting
in
me!
this?
You've been
not
hitting me
a
this whole time.
single mouse in that movie. They're all hamster.
Yeah.
And rabbits.
Shrew.
Rodents.
No,
It's a
no, no.
different
What about
rodent.
the Godfather? Wasn't he? In
Yeah,
that?
that's
That's
what I'm
an
saying. The
That's an
Godfather.
Arctic shrew.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope.
You're the wrong
Yeah.
guy.
Sorry.
But
Yeah.
It's probably this episode's going pretty cool.
Well,
It's
congratulations.
alright.
Big
Thanks,
thumbs
Gracie.
up from Finn.
Big up Finn Mead.
Big up from
Oh yeah,
Finn.
Finn. You can talk about your recent Pokemon stuff.
Oh, TCG.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
Plug the channel.
I'm gonna nerd out. I've fallen into the pit and the goon hole of Pokemon TCG. I've spent quite a bit of money on some cards. All things considered, I haven't gotten anything too amazing, but I have got about a few cards I like. Out of what set was it? Brilliant Stars, a few months old. Not terrible. I have some Pokemon Go TCG stuff coming soon. and we recorded a video of me opening tins.
Yeah, I was in that.
Yep, Will and Nathan and
We can
Gracie.
cross
Go
promote that
Go
video.
follow the Ask the YouTube channel for Finn.
That
You
is-
can find
yeah.
it.
He's going to release a video in the next 6 months or so.
Big cross promo with Ask the YouTube
Finn
channel.
has a worse editing schedule than us, believe it or not.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you two doing?
Sorry.
People are dueling each other.
Ow!
Something that people are getting hit by pillows and thrown boxes at.
Whoa.
Please
someone-
narrate the fight live. Finn.
I told
Will
you
is
straight.
keenly holding his pillow as he slams Madison in the back with it.
So,
And in the head, ooh, big head hit there. Madison is currently laughing really hard, and she can't move.
Oh.
Now the Farquaad cop really looks like Farquaad.
I'm guessing they've calmed down, maybe? They seem to be more content than before.
Sorry about that.
I just imagine, like, me editing this and having the, like, I'm gonna have to, like, record a clip of myself just editing and how painful
In pain.
this is.
Can you three, like, go cook cookies or something? Could you guys, don't
Much
you have
like
something
that
to be doing right now? Go make the cookies. Go go make the cookies.
Just for a little thing. I was told to be quiet because I'm so loud, but it's this.
Every-
Making horse
idiot.
noises earlier.
Everyone,
That was but that was before the podcast.
Everyone was told to be quiet, not specifically
No,
you.
guys,
It's
it
a
was
flat
me.
band
It was
against
specifically
yellow.
me that was told to be quiet. I was targeted and stop.
Can you three go make cookies?
What are you
Go
doing?
make cookies.
Quesadilla.
Alright, so, let's move on to another bit, besides from, like, them fighting each other. Max had a talk, so what about you, Madison? You want to mention something?
No,
not really.
Michael, it's just a bit abusive currently.
You hit me in the eye.
No, we're circling to the same bit. Okay, so
Pause the
Sophia.
recording.
out of
Pause the
here.
recording. I've got my retainer.
Fuck maths, fuck school, fuck VCAR. Do you still have the VCAR thing where it's like, oh, is your partner like VCAR?
Yeah, so basically, we think that some people have partners that resemble VCAR, and these are the following traits.
If they do, they have to break up immediately because they're toxic.
Yeah. This means that their partners are vague. Their partners are harsh critics. They change throughout the years. They rank girls higher than you.
Mm-hmm. Just because of exam marks. And they rank your everything.
By the way, this came from our psychology teacher.
Yeah, she
and
told us to write this down.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay.
That was it.
That's all we wanted to say.
Okay.
You're not recording
Ow.
them fighting. You're just like,
Oh my god.
after that was
Yeah,
recording,
much
they were
Nikki.
fighting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
So, later this year, guys,
Okay. Let's look at the
one of the teachers at our school was like, we did this last year. You guys already know, but I'm telling the viewers. We should host a game tournament.
Oh.
The posters are still up, but we're going to do it again this year, maybe. I've already emailed them
Are
trying
we
to...
doing the WWE bit?
I don't know. Well, if I can, I would really like to.
Will
So,
it be physical or...
yeah, we're going to fight the other team. So it's like a big game tournament in like our school's theatre, yeah? On like, and we play Super Smash Bros. Last year, and I think they wanted to play Mario Kart this year. And me and Gracie, because me and another, I don't know if he's ever been on the podcast. Has Chris ever been on the podcast?
No.
Right.
He's
Me
never been
and,
in my house.
me and God rest his soul. Me and another guy called Chris, who was on one of the previous podcasts I did, are like, we host it, and then me and Gracie, we're gonna walk in because Finn and Nathan always participate in the game. Me and Gracie are gonna walk in and do a big WWE bit, all
Yeah.
dressed up as like arrogant. Yeah.
Have like an intro.
We're gonna go and we're gonna flip off the other team. We're gonna hey guys. Oh, no need to clap. You're too
What should our
kind.
names be for the thing?
I don't know.
Do we want to do red and blue like the
Redford and Blue
Yeah,
Dini.
right, yeah.
That could be it.
Yeah.
That could be
We're
yeah.
finally doing that bit? Okay.
Last year, one of our old friends was working at a bakery, yeah,
Yeah, for
and
the
on their
first time, it was like a trial shift.
on their first shift, me and Gracie were gonna walk in as these two theatrical jokester characters and just cause a ruckus.
Yeah, it was Redford and Blue Dini.
And then I
like,
chickened
some
out.
Kind of rivalry.
Yeah, I chickened
He
out.
chickened out. I didn't. I wanted to go.
Gracie would die on that hill.
Yeah, I still wanted.
But we're gonna walk in. We're gonna play. I really suck at Nintendo games. Gracie probably doesn't.
I'm pretty bad. Like, I don't play them very often.
And then we're gonna canonically lose. and then we're going to accuse the other team, i.e. Nathan and Finn, of being liars and cheats. And we're going to fight them IRL. It's going to be a big scandal. And in the post-game interview, it's going to be like, yep, the victory was stolen.
Why didn't you do that?
We're going to do it again this year.
It's going to happen now.
Okay.
But like, I still need a reply from the teacher who's organising it. But ideally, we're going to record it.
I will be the recorder.
We're gonna record it,
Well, yeah. Okay.
and it's either gonna go up on. We could maybe put it up on this channel,
Let's put it up on
You can
this
do
channel.
dual uploads.
or we could put it up on Finn channel.
Ooh.
That would be some based
Thing is,
content.
it's all of us though, so it makes sense to put it on this.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, there you go. Some future content, maybe there.
I'll plan it a little bit so that we
Real
know what we're
life.
doing. 'Cause
That would be really
Then
And
funny.
we
we
need to film and
yeah.
landscape.
Just a heads up, I will
gotta
be
pick
back.
them up in
I
my
need to
head.
assist with cookie making, so
Wow.
I will be back
I feel
in
like a
5.
massive
Sorry,
fucking-
podcast.
Alright.
Yeah, I gotta research what happens in actual WWE shows because I've only inherited it from like general population and then also Germa. That's the only reason I
They're
know
pretty,
anything
they're
about
pretty
it.
fucking wild. It's like less so about the fighting and more about
Yeah,
like,
it's all the theatrics and stuff. It's theater club for buff people.
you know, it's the 2000s, so they call each other gay or whatever, and then they fight. You know,
Then they
that's-
drive a tank into the arena and then they throw their boss off of like a 50-foot high
I
ledge.
saw a video of the guy that
all
comes.
that.
You know the video, the meme with the guy. He like turns behind him and he's like with the gift or whatever. What
Oh
was he-
yeah. All the ones with like artificial intelligence when natural stupidity walks in,
Yeah.
and it's like the guy turns around and there's a big
I saw a
screen.
video of that guy getting beat the shit out of him when he was in like a leg cast and they were like punching his leg cast. Or whatever.
That would be the WWE president character, Vince McMahon,
Yeah.
who also gets in on the action just as much as the wrestlers do, and it's
Yeah.
quite entertaining.
That's pretty funny.
It's quite good.
I mean, I never really got into wrestling because it's like it was
The thing
wrestling.
is, by the time that we could have gotten into it,
It was already
over.
done, yeah.
It was like 90s and like 2000s, and we were born in 2005 almost.
It always seemed a bit self-aware though.
Hello,
Yeah.
I'm back.
The
Nice.
only knowledge I have of like WWE is from a movie called One Real Steel, and the other
Ooh,
one.
Real Steel.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
wait,
that's
wait,
such a cool movie.
And then the
Real
other
Steel.
one was Scooby Doo with John Cena in it. Do you guys remember?
Oh,
that
did
one?
they do? Was it like a classical one?
Yeah.
Where in like the series of like Scooby Doo meets Batman, like that time period?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it would have been
I
hard
can't
because I
remember.
don't think he got popular.
I loved
That
those.
was like the
I think it was the
80s.
Mystery Incorporated one.
Scooby Doo
Yeah.
meets the Harlem Globetrotters and Batman were the best
But
ones.
yeah, Real
objectively.
Steel. It was basically robots fighting each other like WWE.
Oh, I
style.
love butt fights.
Yeah, and it was great.
Butt fights.
No, butt fights, Gracie.
Butt fights. You're
Butt
saying the word
fights.
butt
Yeah.
fight.
No, I said butt.
Boot fight.
Twin
Book
City
fight.
was still my favorite robot because it looked the coolest. Everything else sucked. Especially the main guy. The main guy came out of trash and did not look good.
I like how I like how one of the robots was literally just two dudes.
Yeah.
How is that allowed? There's
That's Twin City. That's what I'm saying. That's the best one.
how are they allowed?
I don't
That's
know.
that's like a
Technically,
legal
it's
technique.
fine.
There's literally two pilots, double the arms and stuff, and like double the heads. It take way more.
They should
That's
just
cool.
put the
That's
dudes in
something.
there just to fight the enemy robot,
Man versus robot.
and they get their legs chopped off.
Dude, they're getting destroyed if it's man versus robot.
Well, like, is it those little like, what kind of robot fights? Is it like those little modified Roomba thingies
No,
with the
it's
sword?
like actual.
Like mechas.
It's like 6 foot, like
What?
6 foot
What's going on?
humanoid robots.
Is Sin City the place we do bowling?
That's Win City.
Win City. Oh, we should go to Win City.
I love Win City.
I haven't been there for years. We're gonna go Win
It's
City.
like it's this old bowling alley that's somehow still in operation. God knows how. It's in the middle of nowhere. There's something so cool about nostalgic bowling alleys with like the shitty arcade that cost way too much.
huge.
And,
I
like
always hate it when half of the because you get the like dancing machines or whatever. And it's like, oh, this is cool, but the like first like one is always broken as shit, and the second one works because the first one is the one that like gets played.
because
with
Nathan's
poison.
kicked it.
Yeah, he beat
He's
the
just
shit out of the
he's
machine.
kicked the screen when
Nathan
he didn't.
stuck a bomb on the underneath side of the dance pad.
No.
Just talking about like martial arts just then has made me think of that movie. Nathan, what was that time we went over to a sleepover, and it was not that
I
one,
thought you were talking martial arts, and then I thought you were gonna mention
not Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. The other one where they like you showed me was this.
Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah, Kung Fu
that
Hustle. I love that movie. No one else was watching it, and
I
then
was watching it.
Gracie was watching it,
Sick ass movie.
and everyone was like,
Yeah, everyone was like, "Oh, go fuck yourself."
"I'll cut out their name, my mistake." Everyone else was like off doing whatever. And I loved it because like they rotated the entire cast by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And at the very end, like some dude was just the chosen one. He wasn't even in the start of the movie, but he was just the chosen one. I loved it. I just love, like around that, I love those kind of like Asian martial arts movies and really over the top special effects, like where they're
I love
fucking
that
flying through the air.
Mm.
I love
Like,
it.
super fun.
Mm.
That
Oh,
is
yeah.
kind of WWE-esque in like how absurd it is.
They straight up have a Looney Tunes
Yeah.
like
They do.
like chase scene.
But IRL.
Yeah.
And like how gravity doesn't really work the way it should.
Oh, I was watching this Bollywood movie with my granddad, and this guy, he jumped from a skyscraper,
I love
like
Bollywood.
all the way, like to this highway. It was like so long away, and it was like supposed to be like he doesn't have powers or anything. It was just a jump, and
I
it was
love
a
Bollywood
and
special
and
effects.
like he made it onto this truck.
They're-
Yeah.
Bollywood
And
has sort of
then he
adopted
started
it.
finding a bunch of robots to save like
I
his
really want
wife.
to see what's on the inside of the people that make those heads. Like, I don't know what they're thinking when they're making this, because it's like absolutely absurd.
I
right?
love it so
But
much.
is it like they're doing it on purpose?
They're
like,
definitely doing it on purpose.
Yeah,
for
it's
dramatic
supposed to be
effect.
like.
yeah, but like what like type of thing influences that? Like, what are you thinking when you're
It's
making
not
those
irony. It's more like, oh, the people are gonna like this because like
Exactly, that's what I'm
it's-
saying. Like, it's not ironic. They're not making a joke.
Yeah, no, it's
like,
not a
absolutely-
joke, but
Exactly,
it's
so
also
that's what I'm
very
talking about.
intentional that it's unrealistic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's like I'm thinking about like what are they thinking when they're making that? You know.
They're thinking like, oh, the audience is gonna like this because they can't do this, but the main character can, so they can see themselves in the main character, and whoa, they can jump that far. Yeah.
They can just do it.
Mhm.
They
They
just
can do that.
a bit
Yeah.
like
Reminds me of
my
mine.
favorite movie, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Did it like that.
Guys, the Oscars are today, isn't it?
No, they ain't, are
Weren't they
they?
yesterday?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they're today.
Are they today?
I'd like to
I don't
nominate
know.
this award to my reformed
I'm
Orthodox.
just
Right.
saying,
Like,
if everything,
please,
everyone, all at once
please,
doesn't
please
win
don't.
at least one award, I'm
Hasn't
crying.
it had the most awards like ever for a movie?
Yeah, but
Apparently so. Yeah.
it better win something.
I feel like it's.
I think
fine
it
if
did.
doesn't
I think
win.
it's won
Yeah,
something.
it's
It
won
better have.
I
The
think
Oscars
it's-
And
are
Michelle, you
today.
better have
The
one.
Oscars are officially
Who's won an
today.
Oscar?
I told ya.
I don't know.
Best animated movie: Puss in Boots.
The Last Laugh.
Pussy boobs.
Nathan,
Yeah!
who got the last laugh?
I don't think
It
that-
was me.
It was the Puss in Boots. Yeah, the joke is I misremembered the title, and I said Puss in Boots: The Last Laugh rather than the laugh. What was it? The Last Wish or
The Last
something?
Wish.
Last wish.
Who got the last laugh in the end?
Puss in Boots.
Or death, or the
Yeah.
big bad wolf, as it's canonically known.
I love Death. He looks so cool.
It does look pretty cool. I like his
I am
weapons.
death. Fear me.
Fear me.
I like the character designs in that movie. Very cool. And especially Goldilocks. She was a badass.
Yeah, very cool.
Right,
Other
I know it's like not great, but the second I heard Goldilocks, I was thinking of Sam just
Yeah, me
immediately.
too.
I love how they made them British. That's so funny. Every time
it
they
also makes
bickered,
sense.
every time they bickered, I was just pissing myself because they're British.
And that's like the kind of joke accent we do.
Exactly. It's so funny.
Got a couple pies, love.
It's
Oh, cool.
genuinely so funny.
I loved how the movie was like they used like bilingual dialogue all the time. Like they just sort of inserted.
Yeah,
like,
no. The thing is, like a lot of the jokes are in Spanish, right? And I was watching it.
You just
At-
didn't know.
Yeah, I was watching it in a Malay cinema, and since it's Malaysia, there's no English subtitles. There's Malay and Mandarin, and I obviously cannot speak the two. So the jokes just went over my head every single time. I didn't know what they were
Wait,
saying
you couldn't speak
Yeah.
Malay or Mandarin. You were just sitting there watching the movie.
because it's in English, but a lot of the jokes are in
Oh.
Spanish.
The thing is,
So I didn't know the
They're not
jokes.
that insanely like.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like just the word for cat or the word for dog.
Yeah, I know that, but it took me a while.
Got
It took me a fucking while to actually get the dog one. What was it? It was like,
Burrito.
yeah, it was that
Burrito.
one. I was like, why are they calling him Perito?
That's dog, bro.
Little animal.
I liked that movie. I thought it was really great. What is it with like DreamWorks movies and casually being way better than Disney?
I mean,
Because
because they
they
had
were
a shit ton
so
of bad
real.
ones, didn't they?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
in the middle.
Like what?
I don't remember.
Shark Tale.
Shark Tale.
No, Shark Tale is a masterpiece. It's so good. It's so fucking
Yeah, but
good.
like even their bad ones are kind of fun.
Yeah, the bad ones are
Let me
good.
look up all the
Okay,
movies
but
so we can...
the best DreamWorks film, in my opinion, is either Shrek 2 or Megamind.
I just love how they're all in.
Megamind.
Oh, Megamind.
I like Megamind.
I do
Megamind
quite.
is-
Oh, is
But
Megamind a
Shrek 2, I
DreamWorks?
think
Yes.
I think
I
Shrek
fucking-
2 is a lot more funnier than Megamind, in my opinion. It's a lot more rewatchable.
They're unique. They're unique. I
love
love,
it so
both
much.
of them for like different
Yeah, no,
reasons.
I rewatched Megamind when I was in Thailand because I was really bored, right? So I watched it with my dad, and I love it so much. Like, a lot of the jokes went over my head as a child, but...
Because you're watching it in Mandarin.
No! I wasn't watching it in Mandarin!
You can watch movies in English, right?
Yeah, I was watching this one in English. English subtitles.
But I
Yeah.
was watching it in Mandarin.
Obviously.
A lot of the jokes went a little over my
I
head.
did actually watch Brave in Mandarin in
Oh,
Malaysia. Because
best animated.
we just booked one of them, and sometimes they screen different languages,
Yeah.
and we didn't know it was in Mandarin, and there was no English subtitles, so we were just sitting there, we couldn't speak a little bit.
Was there subtitles?
No, it was in Malay.
So you
the
just-
subtitle. We just sat there. This is when I was a child.
Sophia moment.
Okay, to be fair, my parents
Enjoyer
did
of
book
film.
it. So.
Yeah, they've done Home, Trolls, Boss Baby.
Hey,
that kind of stuff.
Boss Baby is an untouchable masterpiece. I prefer Boss Baby 2 back in business streaming on Netflix.
I actually have a burning hatred for Boss Baby. I actually hate it so much because it's not even funny good or like funny bad.
It's a baby movie. Like you're not the target audience.
I don't care if I'm the target audience
You're
or
not the
not.
target audience. It's a kids
I
movie.
don't like
It's a
it.
kids
It's a
movie.
fucking.
Yeah.
I
The
feel like
baby is
obviously
Alec
it's a-
Baldwin, professional shooter guy.
Hey,
Uh,
it was manslaughter.
Professional
By accident.
marksman.
He did shoot a guy by accident.
Oh, is this gun loaded with blanks or real? Here, stand still. We're gonna test. I mean, I know he got manslaughter and it's like not his fault, but at the same time,
Alec Baldwin, the guy who voices
I was
the
calling
boss
him
baby.
Alex Baldwin.
Alex Baldwin. Alec Baldwin.
The guy who voices
He's-
the boss baby.
He's like the boss in Mission Impossible.
Manslaughter.
Yeah.
He killed someone.
He like
What
killed,
the
killed
fuck?
like an employee or something.
Yeah, he
Like,
fucking
that
shot
was
them
working.
straight up.
by accident.
Huh?
And he just shot
Yeah.
because he
Oh my
didn't
god,
know
like that
that...
one cosplayer on TikTok that shot their best friend.
What?
Yeah, because they both shot someone.
They both got ruled as manslaughter though. Because it was on accident, quote unquote.
Yeah, but it's like it was a prop gun, yeah. So it was supposed to be loaded with blanks, and someone stuck a real bullet in there. But at the same time, right? Like I get if you're like shooting, like if it's the scene, right, and you have to shoot someone and you shoot them for real. But it's like it was a camera operator, and I'm assuming the gun accidentally discharged because he was not going to just aim it in.
Yeah.
I mean, no, people do that with blanks. They just like aim them at people. It's kind of goofy, but people do that.
But yeah, but I feel like at that point, then manslaughter's kind of. I feel bad because it's like obviously he didn't want to do that, but it's also like his. I don't. Was it his movie?
Yeah,
Probably.
I'm pretty sure it was his movie.
Right. So yeah, I think that's kind of that would be horrible.
Well,
Killed
that
someone
doesn't
on
mean
his
that he
own
didn't
crew.
kill anyone, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's kind of deserved because it's like I still feel a bit bad because it's, it's not entirely his fault. I don't know if the
That's
prop
why a
guys got.
manslaughter charge exists.
Did anyone else get manslaughter, or was
Oh,
it just
I think
him?
So.
The person who was on the weapons and like special effects
Murder.
for the gun.
Murder, second degree murder.
Yeah, exactly.
Load a fucking prop gun with a real bullet. That's second degree.
Yeah, no, that's just bad. I don't think even Mickey would make that mistake.
Even Mickey would load a fake.
No, she wouldn't make the mistake.
All right, you wanted to talk about movies, is right, Sophia?
But now I don't want
Yeah,
to.
you wanted to talk, right, Sophia?
No, Sophia. Special guest. You wanted to talk about
You wanted
movies,
to
right?
say something, right?
What?
Thank you, Sophia.
Teehee, I wanted to talk about movies.
I want to talk about funny movies.
Maybe it's just like talk about things that we find on Instagram. I don't feel like that's.
Yeah.
Oh, how'd you get that?
Yeah, at this point, by the way, so we've lost 3 of our special guests at this point. God bless their souls.
God bless their soul.
God breast their souls.
Fantastic breasts.
Madison and Charlotte have died.
Fantastic
unfortunately.
breasts and where to find them.
My favourite film.
Where are they? I don't know where to find.
The-
I'm not entirely sure.
The Harry Potter universe has been crashing and burning for the last 5 years.
It's always
Kind
been
of
crashing
sucks,
and
yeah.
burning.
That's
yeah.
funny as
Ever
fuck.
since Fantastic Breasts and Where to Find Them. And the new game.
Fantastic Beasts.
Has anyone actually bought that for realsies here?
Yes, there are some people who bought it for real.
Like,
I
actually, yeah,
Oh,
don't
did
know.
you mean out of us or just in general?
I'm
Like,
not a Harry
is there a
Potter fan,
single
so-
person in the entire... Has Sam bought it?
no, as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just not interested in the game. Kind of looks lame.
Reading
and-
the reviews is just like, oh, this game kind of sucks, but like it's Harry Potter, so we're gonna give it like an 8.
Yeah.
That's what every review is like.
I'm not into Harry Potter, and I'm not really into gaming, so I'm not gonna play it.
Not really into gaming.
I'm not that
A
into
fake
gaming.
gamer.
I'm not even faking.
It reminds me of that copy pasta
Yeah,
video.
you're not a real
You're
gamer.
not a
A
real
real
gamer.
gamer.
If you play Animal Crossing,
Oh, yeah,
you're not a real gamer. If you play like Genshin Impact.
P.S. Dear women. Sims is not a real game.
I love that. Yeah.
You know
but
it's-
to be fair, I find Sims so boring.
It's just
so
a...
incredibly
I feel like
boring.
it's a game you get really into for like a week and then you delete it for a year.
And you
No,
also
but
need like a
my
3060.
sister and my cousin, they're so into The Sims, and I'm like, how do you spend hours on Sims? That's so boring.
Yeah, I feel like it just feels like wasting time because I'm just like living a life in here.
Literally,
It's,
that's how I
great.
felt about Animal Crossing too. I was playing it for like a week, and I was like, okay.
I couldn't get into Animal
I
Crossing.
can't do this anymore.
I do think the copy pasta was a bit unfair on Stardew Valley because that is a really fun game. I'm sorry.
I
The
have not
entire
played
copy
it.
pasta was
The
like
whole
that. That's the whole thing.
As a certified gamer here, guys, I'm certified. I do have an ID. Okay, on
Can you
me.
show us it?
You already have a photo. Actually, I'll show it to the.
With his signed William.
I'll show
at
it to the
bottom.
microphone. Yeah, I have an ID here. Microphone. Here you go. Stardew Valley is a really cool game. I like it, and I think the comparison to Sims is very unfair.
The entire thing was unfair.
I would also.
Yeah, but that particularly so. It offended myself.
So the rest of it was fine, but just not that.
P.S. Dear women.
I would also, because like the thing is, every time, like all of us used to play Minecraft when we were younger, right?
Hoorah.
But the thing is, it just keeps coming up. Like every couple of years, it's like, hey, you're obsessed with me now.
Minecraft,
me.
it tells you that.
Play me for a couple months, and then I drop it immediately. Does anyone else have that experience?
I
But
feel like
specifically with Minecraft.
Mine's just like I get into it to build like a giant building, and then once I'm done with that, I'm gone.
Gracie's an insanely good builder.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
so
kind of a
shit
knack,
at building. It's not even funny.
You aren't as bad as I am, actually.
I build like
Nathan
actual
and his
blocks.
fucking invisible house. Every single Minecraft server, Nathan refuses
I've
to
never
build a
built
house.
a full house. I've always halfway built it because I've always been too ambitious, and I don't want to build like a dirt hut.
In our very first Minecraft server, I went on a big quest, right? I don't know if I ever told Nathan about this. I bribed certain people to learn the location of Nathan's half-built house. I went over there, and I filled his chest with chicken. That was my quest. Nathan never, if he builds a house, he doesn't build the roof. He just builds the walls, doesn't build the roof.
Flood it with lava.
It's
and walls.
infuriating. We can't
Okay,
even...
I'm not that bad. Okay.
Look,
At least I finished my
I'm gonna be
structures.
honest. Haven't particularly ever gotten like big into Minecraft. It wasn't ever my
It's just
thing.
your friends are playing.
Yeah, it's only fun when, like, the friends are there.
Yeah.
And modded Minecraft is actually pretty cool. It's refreshing.
The epidemic of Among Us. That was.
I was a big fan of the Pokemon Minecraft
Among-
mods.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Those are great.
I would just
I like
command
Build
it in
Battle.
Mewtwo.
How do you
Build
spell
Battle's
those?
pretty
I
chill,
love Build Battle.
except when you have
Oh,
Sam
and the
on your
Hunger
team.
Games. I love the Hunger
I'm
Games.
no good at the
ones.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games scary.
I love that one.
Whenever, like, we would always do build battles as, like, a group of 4. It was, like, me, Sam, Nefeli, and Chris, I think. And it's like the winning team would always be the one with Sam not on it. Because it's essentially you had to build a thing with half the team members. I do just love building in general. I'm more of a survival man because I like the journey.
I like
But Gracie's
creative.
just straight to creative and builds the
Thing is, it's like-
coolest shit.
It's like I want to explore in survival. I want to play with my friends in survival, but when I want to build in
Hmm.
Because
I
what's the
think-
fucking point in getting like 6,000
I
like
think
little stones?
the preference that I have is like a server that everyone can join on, but creative. Because it's just like you just build shit. Like
Yeah.
a whole fucking
Yeah,
town
yeah.
or city or something.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
that's just when you have a
Just
prompt, you know, like when there's a thing to be.
Not really. I just have so much fun with just my siblings, and we had like this creative world that we shared, and we just built like the biggest biggest structures of our lives. And we're just like, yep, okay. I burnt down my sisters, and she got so mad.
Oh, I built a massive mural of the late Nathan, which is on my Instagram account. I was talking to Owen the other day about like I love going around and asking about everyone's quarantine server because it's like everyone had a
It's so
different.
good.
I was talking to him. We had like a theocratic what's the word for like a really bad society?
Dystopian.
We had like a theocratic dystopia where like the religion ruled the world. But Owen, he had like an entire economy. He had a shopping district, and then they bombed it. And a false flag operation, blamed it on. Everyone has like a different. It either goes really great, or some people go really wrong in like ways that you've never heard of. I love it because each is like they like simulate.
Yeah, a microcosm of just like what was happening and in their like friend group for Minecraft, especially in pandemic. You know, they had a lot of time to develop their own funny, unique stories, which are very cool.
You know, I feel like in lockdown it's probably like the best to like see what other people are doing because that's like their absolutely cringe phase in lockdown because like no one can see that. So then like you have people who are like obsessed with fucking Among Us. Like I would play hours a day with that game. It's not even funny. And then like you got all these like big ass Minecraft servers. You've shown me at least 6 of them in quarantine that you did.
We did not just one. We did like 3.
Yeah, you guys did 8 of them. Like you showed me at least 6. And like how Sam's house was always blown up. It was always blown up, and I don't know how the fuck that happened.
He just lived. I just adopted him half the time. I was just like, "Hey Sam, just come in here. Just live with me." I'd catch him walking around with like a stick and an apple to his neck.
The cookies are black.
Oh.
Let me see.
What?
What did I expect, listeners of the cast?
Code cookie. The cookies are.
How did
Burnt
they
to a
fuck
crisp. Yep.
Should we just go to the store and buy actual cookies? And
Yeah,
then
can we
put
do
them
that?
in for a little bit so they're warm.
Can we take the cookies out and put them in the cooking thing, and then take a photo of the cookie? Perfect cookies.
I'm all for buying more cookies
Yeah, go
to
the
replace
store
the
and
burnt
get them.
ones.
I think that was a pretty solid
Nathan,
conversation.
I'm so sorry all your
That's
work
all
went to naught because
What do you-
Nathan was on a remaining cookie.
fucking cookies got burnt.
No.
I made most of the cookies, bro. What the hell?
Okay.
Nathan's heart and
All
soul
right.
was put into those.
I
And
think
now they're gone.
the cookie situation is a
Drop
good.
The whole packet of fucking...
Oh my god. Okay, let's close it up.
The cookies are burnt and undercooked.
Godspeed. Sophie.
How?
How the fuck are they burnt and undercooked?
They're probably at a high temperature for like
Yeah.
Too high of a temperature.
too
Oh
high
yeah,
for like not enough
faster. Put it
time.
on higher.
Nathan, I was joking when I said to do that.
Alright, so let's try to wrap this up.
Yeah.
We have
I
to
guess,
check on the
as-
cookies, guys.
I'm gonna do a
Thank
bit of.
you for listening to our podcast. It was a pleasure.
I liked being
half-
back on the cast.
Yeah.
We'll have
Me
Finn
too.
on and Sophia more often. I
Sophia,
don't know
you
where
kind of repped.
The
You
other
kinda
three
repped.
disappeared. You guys are the MVPs of this episode.
Thank you,
Don't
thank
forget
you.
us.
Yay.
Good job.
Congratulations.
That was definitely a bit of an experimental episode.
Yeah.
Some bits didn't work great, but I thought Sophia
So,
was a good addition
My
to the special
sincerest
guest.
apologies to you listeners, but thank you for listening regardless.
Everyone in the comments section, please leave an 07 for Nathan to the future editor. Have fun, Nathan.
Get
And
you some cookies.
hi Discord VC who's listening to this podcast live on its premiere.
Hi.
Yeah.
Is Nathan still talking to us like we're in the same?
Yeah.
No.
Every time we premiere, there's always one bit where Nathan gets caught up and responds to the podcast, like in Discord.
right.
Oh yeah, by the way, for the future listeners, we always premiere these episodes live. Like we do a live premiere.
Yeah, but we don't have a scheduled time for it. So
We don't,
happen.
But like I think we should make a
We
podcast
should probably
Discord.
get a scheduled time maybe once we finish year 12 because it's a bit chaotic this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
I will, yeah. So watch the socials, whether it's my Instagram or a Discord if we eventually make it, because I always announce them a bit in advance. So hi to you guys.
Bye and goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good
Remember to
boy.
piss yourself.
Piss your pants, maybe.
Please.